Hi, so you all get a bonus video this week. There's no notes or anything for this, just a story. And it is one of my favorite stories to tell all year because it is ridiculous and 100% true, which makes it even more ridiculous. So, when I started working as a teacher, right? So, you go to college, you do all your college stuff, blah, 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 get that all done. You then go on and do something called an internship, which a lot of you probably know what that is, right? You probably have interns in your class. You've probably seen them. Like they're those college students who are on their last year of college and they come to your class and they take over for a couple months and kind of teach you and take over the place of the teacher. And it's super intimidating, right? Like I mean, just put yourself in that person's shoes. Like they're really not much older than you. I mean, they're 24, if they're lucky. Like usually they're 22, right? Fourth year of college, 22. So the seniors in your class are only 4 years younger than them, so around the same age. And then you have to go take over this class that a teacher's already been teaching, and it's intimidating. So with that said, be nice to your interns if you have any interns. Which, not that you're in a class with them right now, but if you did, be nice to them. So during that time, you have someone called your university supervisor, and that is this person who maybe is a retired teacher. Maybe they're I don't know. Mine was a retired teacher, and she was this older woman named Miss Stevens, and her job is to come to see you like 3 or 4 times and watch you and give you advice on how to get better and basically determine if you pass or fail your class. Like they're the one who gives you your grade. It's not even your actual teacher. Like I had an actual teacher that I went to class once a week and talked to. This was just some lady because there were 150 of us in the class and that one teacher couldn't go see 150 of us 4 times in a semester. So they hired these university supervisors that had nothing to do with the class. She's just this lady that I don't even know if anyone vetted her or checked if she was a valid person to be my supervisor. Because I'll be honest with you, she was losing it a little bit. She was like probably 80 something. And she was definitely losing her marbles a little bit. So the first time I met her, super nice lady, right? Like I said, older woman, super friendly, super just wanted to help and be there for me. And she's like, I told you about Miss Stevens' magic math. And I'm like, well, no, I just met you. I don't know what Miss Stevens' magic math is. She's like, okay, hold on. My kids loved it. Like, I used to do magic math for them, and they would get super excited about magic math. So let me show you one of my things I did. And she takes out a piece of paper. Says, see this piece of paper? Okay, so what I do is I fold it into a cylinder. See, it's a cylinder, right? I show them it's a cylinder, and then I go, poof, it's a rectangle. And I show them that a cylinder is really just a rectangle. See, poof, it's a rectangle. I was like, okay, like, I get it. Like, I'm teaching geometry. Maybe they'll appreciate it. Like, I don't know. Maybe that helped you. Poof, it's a rectangle. I'm like, I'll show it to them, but whatever. So I show it to my students, whatever, we move on. So a few weeks later, she comes to observe me again, right? She comes for a second observation. She walks in. She's like, oh, I'm here to observe you again. You did great today. But before we get started, can I show you Miss Stevens' magic math? I am like, okay, this is going to be great. Like, she's going to show me another cool little math thing. Like, it's goofy and it's hokey and whatever. The kids are going to be like, whatever. But at least they'll remember it. And she goes, watch. Show she this piece of paper. And I look at her. I'm like, we did this before. I know we did this before. But she's so old and nice. So I'm like, you know what? I'll just let her go. She can go for it. She's like, okay, you just fold a piece of paper into a cylinder. You see, I'm like, yep. And she goes, and you just let it go. And poof, it's a rectangle. It's so cool, right? Miss Stevens' magic math. Your kids will love it. You should do it. This continued. She would come in for my next observation. Now we're on observation 3, right? I got, I think, 4 or 5 that I had to do with her. And she's like, can I show you Miss Stevens' magic math? I'm like, here we go. Meanwhile, my teacher, by the way, my cooperating teacher, the guy who's actually this class is sitting there and he's just laughing. He thinks it's the best thing in the world. In fact, it's gotten so ridiculous that she talks about it that he walks up to windows while I'm teaching. I'll be in a classroom teaching. I just see him in the window like, and then he'll walk away. And at this point, I'm growing very frustrated with this woman because it's not just when she comes to visit now. Like, she would call to check up on me and be like, I'm just calling to see how things are going. How are you? And I'd, talk to her, and she's an older lady, and we all know how older people are, right? They talk, and they talk, and they talk, and they just talk. And you don't want to be mean because you want to be like, yeah, you know what? It's fine. Yeah, we can keep talking. But then she'd be like, have you heard about Miss Stevens' magic math? And I'd be like, oh, God. And she'd be like, okay, so I'm holding a piece of paper. You go get a piece of paper. Okay, you holding one? Okay, hold it up and fold it into a cylinder. And I know, on the other end, she's doing this. She's sitting here. She's got this stupid piece of paper in her hand. She's like, are you holding it? I got mine. Okay. She's got like her phone, like I don't have anything. She's got her phone like this, right? And she's like, are you holding it? You got it? Okay, I got my piece of paper. You got yours? Okay, hold it up. Ready? And poof, it's a rectangle. Did you see it? It's a rectangle. And I know her husband's probably just sitting there with the clicker like, Betsy, just stop. No, he doesn't. No, don't magic. Oh, there she goes. She's poofing the rectangle again. She's poofing it again. That poor boy. He knows. And that continued until the end of my internship. Poof, it's a rectangle. And it would drive me nuts. It was insanity. In fact, you know those shirts? The first shirt that was ever released in Nakarato's clothing line is this one. It says, poof, it's a rectangle, because I was so angry about this stupid rectangle. So, if any of you ever ask me what shape a cylinder unfolds into, poof, it's a rectangle. And I don't ever want to hear the question from you, because that's the answer. It's a rectangle, and it poofs into it, and it's magic. There you go. I hope you enjoyed your bonus video. I hope it was just as funny as it would have been in class. It probably would have been better in class, but I did my best to convey my ridiculous story to you that I do every year. I hope it brought some light to your day. Okay, bye everyone.